Hey BT, here's some feedback for your 739 blind. Okay, let's take a look. Single instance. Yippee. Um, yeah, I think the undoubtedly the biggest thing holding you back right now is the single instance because one thing that's very clear is how much you're coping on this overworld, which you kind of have to do because welcome to single instance, yay. Um, um, so we looked over there. Was that? Hold on. Sorry, I'm just gonna have another look at that. Um, Spacebar work? Yeah, there's something there. Um, I can't really see what that is. I think you look at that and decide it's not worth your time. Um, Hard for me to say. Just looking at it on YouTube, I think maybe it was a bad shipwreck that you saw. Um, yeah, you end up going to a full shipwreck that's relatively close. That's right. Grabbing wood first makes sense. Um, yeah, very standard wood axe. Um, Generally throughout the run, mechanics are very, very good. Uh, Honestly, really impressed with how you play. I will of course nitpick as I see things, but generally, yeah, it's really good. Okay, we've gone for 7 extra logs, so you've got 18 wood spare. 18 gives you oh, I think maybe you are going to the thing that you saw. There was a dolphin there on your left. That's just, yeah, it's right there. Grab the dolphin. That's just speed that you ignored. Um, um, yeah, that is a misplay. Um, Also, with oceans, if you know where you're going already, lower render distance to 5, I think works best. Um, uh, Used to be that we only ever lowered render distance to 2, but now I think 5 is the meta. Um, Perhaps a better runner might correct me on that. But yeah, 5 seems to be optimal for spawning the most dolphins. So if you didn't have a dolphin there and you're not in a cold ocean or frozen ocean where dolphins can't spawn and you already know where you're going, um, lower to 5 RD until you get a dolphin. Then you can grab the dolphin. Sometimes, and then when you don't know where you're going, you can still do it if you're looking around and see that there's nothing there. Um, you can assume that you're not going to miss anything, or more likely you're going to keep render distance high so you can look around. You can keep looking around and seeing what you need to see. But yeah, definitely should have grabbed that dolphin there. Um, yeah, you are going to the shipwreck that you saw. Okay, that makes complete sense actually. I just missed that on a first viewing. Um, uh, yeah, no, it's yeah, that makes sense. Reset efficiency wise, raise render, see a shipwreck, find a way to deal with it. Could Would I advocate for not going to grab those logs? Probably actually. I think probably the better way to play this overworld is lower rendered. Find the shipwreck you're going, jump in the water, make sure that you're swimming in the right direction, so that make sure you're actually pointing at the shipwreck. Lower render distance to 5, and get a dolphin going. Um, it gets awkward if you grab your iron and there's not enough to make a pressure plate. That's where you if you had trees on your starting island, definitely trees is the right play. Um, but I think in this case there's a an island with trees not too eh. There's this island here up at the top left, um, which is a backup option if you can't make a pressure plate. But yeah, I'd say in that case, swim straight to the shipwreck, use 5RD for a dolphin. Um, and then if you don't get 9 or more iron, then you're going to this. Then you go to the nearest island with trees. 12 iron, 4 golds. Yeah, that'd be great. You could, 2 iron for a pressure plate still gives you iron axe, iron pickaxe, bucket, flint and steel, and then you can make a gold shovel. Um, and I know you make the gold boots, which is nice, but if you have 3 gold in your inventory, um, it's just as good to just have the gold in your inventory when going to a bastion, and you can use that as distraction for the piglins. That crafting is so clean. Wow. Clearly a lot of work's gone into your crafting there. That's nice. Yeah, and a quick inventory sort. A little stumble as you try and put the gold boots in your put the gold boots on. It's a little awkward. Accidentally get water in your bucket. No big deal. Oh yeah, this not going for 2x1. You've proven you have really good mechanics. Just in the same place that you're building this L-shaped portal, just build a 2x1 instead, because it's generally it is a faster portal build. It's a minor thing. It loses you a second or two if you do L-shape optimally and you do 2x1 optimally. It's only a second difference, but it is a faster portal build. So yeah, I'd say use 2x1. Very hypocritical of me because I actually don't use 2x1 because I'm a nerd and bad at the game. Do as I say, not as I do. That's a funky move. It works. I've never seen anyone do that before, just with nearby magma grabbing the lava from there. It doesn't gain or lose you anything. So yeah, I guess it does have the chance of going wrong. Probably, not really actually. Like it's not really possible to mess that up. So yeah, it's a little funky. Um, Hard to see what's going on because you go to the thin BT here. Weird resizing of the screen. Maybe not that weird. I don't know. Bastion loads in when you unpause, right? Or maybe not. Actually, no, probably not. No, that's just the extra entities. What am I saying? Stupid. Yeah, there's your bastion. There's your forts. Yeah, no, because it's really close bastion, isn't it? Yeah. I'm chatting rubbish. Yeah, just you had the right idea. Just build up on those higher blocks. Saves you one extra block of building. Again, no big deal. Nothing lost. You can still, from one block back, break the netherrack and pick it up to keep building. I had a so sorry. I got distracted by the dolphin earlier. My scatterbrain fault. I was talking about the wood only having 18 wooden planks. 18 is enough for 6 beds, which is great. 6 beds is enough for a 0 cycle, which is, generally the thing that if you're front loading wood, that's what you'll be thinking about. I don't know if you know how to 0 cycle, if that's something that you use or not. You've definitely got the mechanics to do it, so if you don't know it, I would recommend putting the time in to learn it. And so 6 beds is enough. However, you will probably use some of that wood along the way. At least 1 bed for a blaze bed. Um, so mm, um, I would um, I would go for a little bit more wood. So you have 6 beds for a 0, a bed for a blaze bed, and a few extra for building blocks to get you to the bastion. Obviously, once you've done the bastion, you have all the blocks you need. Yeah. Gonna change the entity distance to account for the lag. Again, could have built up on that one higher block that was just to the right of that. Save you 1 whole block. Woohoo! It wouldn't have affected you. To jumping wise, would have made that little bit a little cleaner, because then like you go down to 1 block here and you go there, and then you pause for a second, like, what am I doing? And then you go to the left. Yeah, once you leave the bastion, you have all the blocks you need, but on the way there, you have to be very conserving of every block that you have. So yeah, it's just I think maybe with some of those situations you overthink it a little bit. I don't know, that's not English. Here's a misplay. You place down a crafting table when you've already got your boots. Understandable, it happens. While you've got your crafting table down though, and you've got the gold in your hand, definitely could have crafted the golden carrots now, so you don't have to do it later. So yeah, could have done that. How much gold have we grabbed from this bastion? 10 and 11. You grab an extra one. 11's a good number, but I think it's definitely worth grabbing more. I mean, when you're on single instance and you're coping and you've got this super rare Fastion that you're not gonna get many of, I'd say it's worth grabbing at least 13 from a bridge bastion, maybe even losing those extra few seconds to grab them all. Give yourself every opportunity to get 20 obsidian, to get all the pearls you need, to get all the string and fire resistance you need. I mean, you're going for like sub 15. Definitely you want to make the most of these rare Fastion opportunities. So I think give yourself the best odds that you can and just grab all the golds. Yeah. And then once you have your sub 15, then you can think a bit more about high rolling and stuff. Yes, good stuff. Good stuff. There you go. That one breaks through, breaks that 1 block. That's unnecessary. They only need a 1 block of pathway. That's not gonna cause you too many problems. Throw some gold in there initially. I kind of like that. Just if there's any pigs right there. One way I have seen of handling this a little bit better is here. Throw 1 single gold, like break the hole, place your block down, break it, and throw 1 single gold down here, so all the pigs immediately see that, and rather than rushing straight at you, they then change to running straight at the gold, and then you pick that up and you start funneling gold into the hole, and that just it's slightly cleaner. All the pigs run right to where the hole is for the gold. There's no chance, or little to no chance, of you getting hit, and then they all funnel into the hole. It's quite nice. Here come all the piggies. There they go. Majority of them in. As soon as those guys on the bridge are in, stop throwing all the golds. Look to get the pigs that are down here up. I know you're worried about latecomers that'll hit you like that. I think you run into problems because you just keep throwing the golds. Go find where all the pigs are, bring them up to you. All the pigs are only ever going to be coming up from down here, so just go break blocks to allow them up, and then just make sure they're safely in the hole. Give them all your golden carrot with your roots. Well, give them all your gold except 8 for your golden carrots, just in case you don't somehow, by some miracle, the chests don't give you extra gold. And then carry on with your roots. Actually, no, give them all the gold because you got the gold block in your hotbar to make carrots here. Yeah, crafting your carrots now could have been done earlier, of course, if you had the foresight to do it when you accidentally placed your crafting table earlier. Very late piglins, 2 late piglins to the party. That's unfortunate, but I think avoidable if you'd taken the time to break the blocks to allow piglins up and make sure you know what the deal is down there. I think they're being bothered by a zombie piglin, which stopped them from coming up. Yeah, you could have potentially avoided that damage. Crying obsidian sitting in the chest, should have grabbed that. Potential for extra explosives. You need a lot of crying obsidian per glowstone for each explosive, 6. You have insane mechanics. Just jump this gap. Just jump the gap. Or place 1 block and jump it. You don't need 3. Understandable when you have nerves to take extra precautions. But give yourself back yourself to do things. You are good at the game. What's your inventory looking like? 19 obsidian! No! Oh, hard punished for not grabbing more gold. You have the backups right there. Absolutely, it's worth, at least at this point, grabbing those backups. 10% chance of obsidian on each gold trade, so each block of gold will give you just under 1 obsidian. On the way in, I saw 2 gold blocks. That's a really high chance of getting that 1 obsidian. It's absolutely worth those extra few seconds. You've got basically no glowstone, so crying obby didn't matter this time. Pearls galore, 2 stacks all you need. Nearly 2 stacks of string, that's all you need. I see 1 fire res, 2 fire res. 2 fire res is all you need. If you have a bad fort split, could be unfortunate. At this point, I would turn and throw out 2 gravel there, book, leather. Oh, didn't mean to press play. Whoops, I was clicking on the screen. Magma cream, iron nuggets, gravel, quartz, leather, book. You've got 2 crossbows, throw one of them out. Golden nuggets, put the helmet on. The glowstone, you've only got 7, so you're not going to be able to do anything with that. And the 7 blackstone. Make sure that there's no soul sand in your inventory, which is a really nice solid block to use. It's inconvenient, particularly when you don't have soul speed, but you just get an abundance of it, and it's a solid block, so it's good. Yeah, throw all that stuff out. You can get 3 fire res just in case. You can get that soul sand into your inventory, and you can have a cleaner inventory, which is more easy to deal with. You threw the fire res and then dip back in to pick up 1 thing. You could have picked up much more. Oh, you have got soul sand. I lied. I'm an idiot. Here we go. Heading on over. Ooh, that's you've got 32, 39, 40 pearls before you threw that one. And 7 golden carrots. You have all the pearls and food you need for this run. Make things simple and faster. Pull down there onto that terrain, then up. This is 9. A pearl like this is gonna likely land you in lava, which is fine. It's just slow. Ideally, you want to be straight up onto the fort, as high as you can up the leg, block clutching onto the side. So yeah, just either you've got to line up your pearls better, or in this case, a million pearls, a million food. Throw as many as you want straight onto the terrain over here, and then up. And it's so much faster. Let's see. Oh yes, yes, good. Organize the inventory while the pearl is flying. Another good use of your pearl flight is crafting string into wool and nether brick into nether brick blocks, just using the book crafting, so that you're ready to make your blaze bed. Yep, into lava. You could be up on the leg by now. 2 pearls, 1 onto terrain, 1 onto the leg. Maybe this is what you do in runs anyway, and you just mind blanked because you're on really good pace. Understandable. But definitely a mistake to learn from. That's a good pearl. It doesn't cost you too much in the end because that pearl's good. Yes, block off the wither skeleton. Very nice. Beautiful spawns. 4 blazes. Finally getting some rates. Ugh, 1 for 3. Not what you like to see. Here comes the blaze beds. You're only a few steps away from completely clearing this inventory. You know, crossbow nuggets, iron and gold nuggets. Put the helmets on throughout the magma cream and the glowstone dust, and you're already and you have a clear enough inventory to just craft all your beds now. Oh wait, you have 20 obsidian. When did that happen? Oh, I'm stupid. Whoops. Okay. You just have 20 obsidian. Yeah, you're only a few steps away from clearing out your inventory and just crafting all your beds now. I mean, you can only make 5 because you've only got 17 planks, which is fine. It's just a few steps short of a 0 cycle. Yeah, just yeah, take those few extra seconds to craft all your beds in one instance, and then you can blaze bed and then just focus on the killing of the blazes and setting up of your nether portal. And then you can just leave your crafting table there as well. You don't even have to pick it up because you have everything crafted, ready for the end game. It makes sense, yeah, and just leave the crafting table there. If you're not going to craft all your beds, just leave it there, and come back to it later after your blaze bed at least to finish the crafting of the beds. You just don't need to pick that up again. It's understandable that you want to be like, oh, get the blaze bed off as quick as possible. In the grand scheme of things, those extra seconds won't make a difference blaze bed wise. And having everything just crafted and ready to go is just really nice. Got fire on top of the spawner you want to put out as soon as possible. Yeah. Ooh, don't drink the fire res now. No, 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 no. You gotta save that fire res for your traveling to Stronghold time. That I don't know what happened at the end of this run, but that definitely cost you. You've only got 2 of them. The correct times when you've only got 2 fire res to use them. First one when you absolutely have to, on your way to the fort just as you're entering the fort, you know, as late as possible without taking any damage. And then when you re-enter the Nether after locating the stronghold. And if you run out of fire res during the blaze fights, blind early, locate the stronghold, drink your fire res on the way back in, kill the last blazes you need, and then go. Yeah. Definitely a misplay to drink that now. Oh, you got a blaze over there. That's a nice bonus, but obviously you've got 4 here that you wanna more focus on. 5 rods. Come on, this one drops, right? Oh, getting knocked from behind. That a mini hesitation that cost you a tiny amount of health. Make your life a bit easier with that portal build. It's good. Make your life easier. Place that step backwards, then place the other. Here you're looking at a very small surface area. Obviously it's fine in this instance, but you can tap S and just move back a tiny bit to minimize the chance of misplacing an obsidian. When you have only 20 obsidian exactly, you cannot afford to miss a single one. So just make your life a little bit easier there. And lovely. Really nice run. Really good stuff. And that's where it ends. Okay. No, thank you, Amazon. Not interested. I'm gonna let that play through so you don't have to stare at it. Oh, not this one as well. Go away. Yeah, sure. This is what we're gonna end on. This screen. This works. Great run. Really good stuff. Really impressed with your mechanics. There were some major major's harsh. There were some decision-making errors that you got punished for, and it's unfortunate. Learn from these mistakes. So, Dolphin, first of all, go straight to that shipwreck because that island was a bit funky to get to. You had a dolphin, should have grabbed it. That saves you seconds. The other thing with managing terrain to the Bastion is it's absolutely okay to just completely use up your wood and bank on the fact that when you blind, you will get more wood. The only problem with that is that you have to remember to actually do that, which is a thing that gets frequently forgotten about. So ideally, you don't want to be risking that, but it is a completely fine decision to just use up your wood getting to the Bastion, just so that's a little bit cleaner. Then that pearl to the you didn't get punished for it in the end. I was talking absolute rubbish. But there's no big reason not to grab just more gold from the Bastion when it's right there. Just grab more bridge golds, give yourself a really high chance of getting absolutely everything that you need. And then pearling to the forts. At every opportunity, try and pearl onto terrain and not into lava. And if you're going to take a big pearl like that to go straight to the forts, take a second to line it up more carefully. And I also feel like you didn't quite properly manage the blaze fight in how you got knocked a couple times with melee from the blazes. Be more careful, more aware of keeping your distance from blazes and trying to avoid blazes spawning onto you and giving you a little tap. Some of that was kind of unavoidable. It just is. Um, but and you weren't particularly punished for any of that. But I feel like in general you could do a better job of managing your distance from the blazes while you're killing them. Good stuff. Well done. That is all from me. If you have any questions, um, put it in the feedback channel, your feedback channel on Discord, and at me. It's just MouseyPC, all lowercase. Yeah,